Welcome to the Build to Reach webinar. I am your host, Great Chukwuebuka Ibewuike. You can also call me Gigi Ibewuike. I am a professional web designer, a singer, and digital entrepreneur, and I'm so happy, glad, and excited to have you here. And tonight's meeting is a very significant meeting. It's a meeting that has a lot to offer. Trust me, it's a meeting that has so much. It's a meeting that's it's the epitome of every single thing the B Cube conference stands for. For those of you that don't know what the B Cube conference is all about, it's a platform that stands for youth leadership and entrepreneurship, and it is founded by Youth for Youth. I am the convener, and I am so excited to have all of you here for the Build to Reach webinar 1.0. Today, we're going to be talking about how to grow, thrive, and connect in the digital business. We're going to talk about the digital space in its capacity, in every capacity, in the whole category. And I'm so glad because we have an amazing lineup today. So we're going to go straight to the whole webinar, okay? But the B Cube conference stands for the Brand, Build, and Beautify conference. Every single thing that inspires entrepreneurship, independence, and creativity of individuals to provide solutions and solve problems in the local and global communities. And I'm so happy to have each and every one of you here. So we're going to go straight into the webinar. So for all of you that have friends, so we're going, sorry, the network is stubborn here. But we're going straight into the webinar. Okay, so for those of you that have friends still on their way coming into this webinar to join us live, even if it's pre-recorded in your as you're viewing it, please tell them that we are ready. So share the link, invite them because it's going to be a powerhouse full of knowledge. So we're going to have our first speaker, the first individual I'm going to handle this session. He is we're going to have one of my very, very good friends, and we're going to like the best graphic designer and photographer in Southeast Nigeria. We're going to have TG Joseph come up very soon in the next session now to give us a little highlight on his own view concerning what this whole thing is about. Okay, so I'm adding him to the stage. So TG Joseph, do your thing. Welcome to the webinar. Welcome to PQ
Welcome to
webinar.
the
I'm
webinar.
starting.
Welcome to PQ webinar.
Okay. Hope you are getting.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Hello.
Welcome. How are you doing?
Yeah, very welcome. How are you?
Yeah. Good evening. I'm doing fine. Or good afternoon. Oh, well, I'm glad to be a participant of this ongoing
Okay,
program.
so I'm going to give the stage for
Okay,
you.
so
You're going to give us your own topic
the stage
session.
your own
Sorry, come again. Come again. I barely hear you. Network just shifted your voice. Okay, guys. Good afternoon. Well, I'm by name TG Tex Joseph. You can call me TG Joseph. Okay, I'm a photographer and I'm also a graphic designer. And I'm so happy to, you know, be a participant of this great program. I thank my friend Gigi for hosting me. Or thanks to my friend Gigi for hosting me to come and share my experience in my graphic design field. You know, that will not be easy stuff. So I'm here to encourage most of upcoming graphic designers. Don't give up now. I have a lot to share with us, my experiences. I have a lot to share with us, my experiences. So, my belief after today, you will do mighty things in your graphic field. You will do a lot of mighty things in your graphic field. Okay. So, guys, see you guys in the evening, 5 o'clock p.m. Do wait to join us. Do wait to join us. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be mighty. Okay. I love you guys. I love you guys. All right, Gigi. Hello.
Okay, so that was wonderful. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of question. I hope you're hearing me right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so first of all, what do you think about the fact that do you think the graphic design industry is saturated, first of all?
Honestly, I would say no. I would say no.
Okay. So how well I have one question here. How did you navigate, you know, the your way into finding jobs, standing out and breaking through? Because trust me, the industry on its own, to everything digital is not easy. There's a lot of competition out there, right? So you're going to give us tell us about like how the job market was for you and how you were able to discover your way into making things work for you.
Okay, honestly, yeah, it hasn't been easy stuff. I face a lot of challenges whereby then, although one thing that I would say that helped me up to this moment is consistency. I didn't give up on myself. Understand? I didn't give up on myself. I so much believe on myself. Even when I would do designs, then people will see it, they will condemn it. Ah, this one, this thing is not fine. I know some of my colleagues then that we started together, the thing just weighed them down. They have to keep up. Understand? So it was consistency that kept me up to this moment, and I didn't fail to, I keep on advertising my work, I keep on working, I keep on making researches on how to build myself. Understand? So I would say it's consistency is what kept me up to this moment. I didn't give up on myself. Yes, I didn't give up on myself.
Okay, that's powerful. So let me ask this question. What was that big break for you? Like your cash out story. How did it happen? How did that one happen for you?
Wow. Well, how it happened is that there is what they call, this thing, this consistency of a team. Your brand, how you position your brand, how you advertise your work. Then I normally do some designs, but people will see it and just pass. Nobody even tell you even tell me, please design something for me, I'll pay you. Nobody. Rather they will tell me, this is your design. But I keep on, making researches till the day I make this design. I started doing some design for my church then, church flyers design. So I'm very good in that aspect, understand? So from there, people started like, from that church flyer design, people started, wow, I like this, I like this, you did well, please. From there, I can't forget that day, there is this work that came, there's this work that came. So I have to do design. I gave it my best, understand? I just gave it my best, whereby after, after the guy goal, you still come back. Understand? So I gave it my best. So that's how I started. I just try any design that I'm doing for people, I'll try to give it my best of the best. Understand? From there, money started coming. At the beginning, money didn't just come in. I say money must surely come. People will pay me. Understand? So that's how it just happened. I just give in my any design, even up till now. If you give me what to do for you, I'll try to give you my best, whereby you still come back again. Understand?
Okay, that is very
So
wonderful.
that's it.
So another question here. Would you advise your fellow graphic designers, upcoming or established, to work for free?
Okay. The upcoming was, of course, I did it. I could remember. I just did it for a purpose there to make people know that I'm doing this. Understand? So as a beginning, there's people that, let me say, your family members, let me say you have one of your family members that's a pastor, you have, your friends. Tell them that you are doing this, you are this, what this your skills, understand? Maybe try to give them for free at the first time, convince them. Not everybody that you'll be doing free design for. Like my level now, I can't do free design for anybody unless, let me say, I have a very special person in my life that I want to just design a birthday flyer for. I'll just do it for free. But for now, no. But as for the upcoming watch, you can do a free design for somebody, to make that person know that this is your skill, this is what you are doing. Understand?
Okay, that is very good. That's very good. So I have another question. This particular question now confuses a lot of
Yeah,
people. And you're from your background, it feels like you're a church person. Yeah, like you're a
yeah, yeah,
kingdom person, kingdom business. That's what one thing you stand.
yeah.
Okay, so this question now is that, for instance, you have would you design a flyer or will you do graphics work for, let's say, the LGBTQ community kind of? Like, let's say anything that has to do with like maybe immoral content or negativity. I don't really know how to say that, Sha, but let's make it like unbeliever. Like when it comes to unbeliever stuff, okay? Let's say like call unbeliever something that doesn't stand against that stands against your value. Do you think will you go ahead because it's work or you decline the job?
Okay. Let me say, I'll say this because I've experienced such before, and there is this place in the Bible that the Word of God says, and the wealth of the Gentiles shall become ours. Okay, so I've experienced this kind of thing before, whereby I was not seeing money. I was not seeing money. Money was not coming. So I will be praying, God, I need money. I need money. Being customers, I need money. If you know it, someone will chat me up, and that person happens to, I will not say is a believer. It will be unbeliever. Understand? Let me say is someone that all these young guys that normally celebrate their birthdays in the hotel. Understand? So the person will be like, please, I need this kind of flyer design. Like, unlike me now, if you bring a work from an hotel work, all these club people, I don't design those flyers. I don't do those work. But there is this work that will come. Let me say that birthday badge of a team. Person would like to celebrate his birthday in a hotel, so you need flyer for it. I can go for it. Understand? You can go for it. But there is this immoral aspect of it whereby they would like it. Maybe they will say you should put this lady, a naked half lady on it. No, I normally decline those jobs because it's not promoting the kingdom of God. It's not expanding the kingdom of God. It's not like you advertising the kingdom of darkness. Understand? So there is this work that
Yeah.
will come. You can
Mm.
do it. But there is this special one that will come. You can decline it. Understand? So that's it, sir. That's it.
Okay, that is very, very good. I like the way you just handled that session. Okay, so another question. What are your thoughts on issues that concerns copyright when it comes to copyright? Because the social media space is very large, very, very large. So you can come across somebody that is using your flyer to cash out, like your designs to cash out. So what do you think about copyright, especially as it concerns the digital industry? What advice would you give us?
Okay. See, something happened when I was growing in my graphic design industry, whereby for you to grow, you need to enter into this website you normally enter, Pinterest. Understand? From there, I see design that is very attractive. So what I normally do there is that I will design. It will a bit look like it, but it won't be like it. That's whereby it's called creativity. You try to put your own, not do exactly what the person did. maybe tomorrow they'll come across of it. The person will be like, ah, now this thing is almost the same thing. So what my thoughts to that is that you are trying to build yourself. Don't try to do what others do. Try to put your own. Even if you want to do that, try to make a difference in it. Try to make a difference in it. Don't be a corporate. Understand? Don't be a corporate. Just try to make a difference. Whereby you see a design that someone did, or more the thing just enter your head, you say, oh my, I will do this design. When you are doing it, look for on how you just make a difference, put something, understand, create something, and I believe it will help you. Once you are doing it consistently, it will make you, you will not even be going online again to go and look for designs that you look at, understand.
Okay, I love
So
that. I love that. So now let's talk about problem solving. So can you describe a time when you faced a design challenge, and how you overcame it? For instance, challenges like creative block, where like you don't have any idea at all. I don't know if maybe if you have gone through that kind of challenge before. Okay, challenges that stop you from problem solving problems and how you overcame them.
okay, honestly, I experienced a lot. I experienced a lot. So it was like this. When I started my graphic design stuff, I was with my boss then. I was learning all this printing stuff, reading invitation card, everything about printing. So my boss was he was the person that used a correct draw system to do his own design. So I didn't started with PZ Lab or with Photoshop. I started with correct draw from the beginning. Understand? So as the process, or more, I find out. I went online. I found out the PZ Lab aspect of using it to design. I I find my interest there. So at the process, I didn't want to pay for the classes, to learn from it, which is very important. For you to gain all this knowledge, you have to pay. You have to pay. So I was just dodging. I was just dodging. So I started facing challenge whereby I couldn't find resources that I'll use to design some things, but maybe background or any resources. So I struggled for it. I begged people. Not that I didn't have the money to pay for it. I don't know the reason then. But later on I have to pay. So I tell you the amount of money I paid in the graphic design industry to gain knowledge. Honestly, it's very much. It's very big. So I I I have to overcome that situation then, whereby I paid for it. I paid for resources. I paid for materials, for videos that I watched to gain many of them. I paid for it. So that's how I just overcome all those challenges. I have to pay to gain all those things.
Okay, so now let's talk about the business aspect of it. So when you are dealing with your client, what is that major thing that you always look out for, that you or you think clients, potential clients look out for?
Okay. You know, some clients, there's this client that there are many categories of clients. You have clients that have the like perfection. There's this client that you will just do a design for, you give to them, they will not even say anything, they will just accept it. But there's clients that you will do design for, they will ask you, I don't like this, please can you do something like this for me? They have the mind of perfection, they have the mind of excellence. So you just know how to handle those categories of clients. Understand? You have to know. So once you see the people that have that mindset of excellence, they need perfect and need work. You have to give it to them. Do your possible best to give it to them. Do your possible best to give it to them. Because that's how you maintain them. Whereby next time they will look for, this guy did go in that design. They have to come back to you. So that's where consistency come in, whereby you build up yourself. But since I started designing, I still rehearse, I still do something. Understand? Whereby maybe I'm not, I know what is coming. That doesn't stop me from looking for something to design. I have to create something. Understand? So for you to handle those categories of clients. You have to know the particular persons, the ones that have that mindset of anyone you did, I just like it. Then have to handle those ones that have that mindset of perfection, excellent. Because once you finish design, they will still have find fault or find something as in their design or you do for them, they will be happy. Understand? So you just know how to handle them.
Okay, that is very good. Okay, so let me just start with this. There was this particular time and where I had a client. I was building a website for me and my team and I. And that
Yeah.
particular client was just, I would tag the person a troublemaker. The person was a troublemaker. So prior to that time, I had done a job for the person, right? And then out of nowhere, the person comes back and says he wants his money back. He wants a refund. And that individual was ready to take me to prison because of 270,000 naira. Like I've collected the money. Oh. In fact, he had not even given me full payment yet. What he gave me was 170, remaining 100K, right? So he had already said, he started saying I should refund him the money, that he does not want the job, does not want to do the job again. And I'm like, I don't do refunds. Like I don't refund people money. So once you've done a job with me, I like we have done the job, we have done it, no refunds. So after that incident, what I started doing was that before I engage in a contract with the client, I would get them to sign something. They would sign that. I brought my lawyers in.
Yeah.
I began to bring my lawyers into the picture. Before I settle a deal with the client, they sign a web design contract. Okay. So now I don't know what is your own take on this kind of issues. Like, do you think there should be laws that will guide creatives like us? Because a lot of people, like students in Nigeria that do what we do, you know,
Yeah.
they end there. Sometimes they end up in prison because of stupid individuals. That things are not their fault. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So let's talk this like it was touching economy in this aspect. Do you think that there should be laws that should guide our safety?
Very, very well. Yes, we have laws. We have laws. Yeah, as a graphic designer, you have to have your own rules and regulations. Understand? You have to have your own rules because my mentors, their laws are very powerful. Whereby, for you to design something for somebody, the person for you to start the work, the person will pay advance. Number one. Because some people, I could remember those days when I was starting. Someone I do design after designing, I will pay you. Imagine that kind of a thing. Me as a beginner now, I'll be like, oh, I need this money. I'll go and rush and do one kind of design like that. The person will just look like I will spend hours designing those that stuff, and later I will deliver. The person will just look and the person will say, I don't like this design. Though. Like play like play, you will not even give me anything. Understand? So that's why rules and regulation laws are very powerful and very important in the life of a graphic designer. Understand? So I love the whereby the man paid advance for you because if you didn't even pay and at least you have even go half of the work there, like your money will just go like that. So we have rules. It's very important. You're supposed to have rules and regulations. As any graphic designer in any body in the creative field supposed to have rules and regulations that is guiding his or her organization. Understand? So rules and regulations are powerful for you to work do any work for somebody, that person should pay you advance first. Understand? Shows that yes, I've agreed with you. You are the one doing this work for me. Understand? So laws are very important and very, very necessary.
Okay, I just love every single thing you said right now, and agree with everything. So let me give another question here. How do you stay up to date with the latest design trends and technology? Because we are in an era like this industry, this is in fact with even AI, every single thing is always updating. Like before you cough, another one has come out. Before you cough, another release. Before you cough, another version. So how do you stay up to date with technology, with latest trends, with latest design trends, with everything? How do you stay up to date with them?
Okay. Yes, I stay up to date in so many ways. Like, what do I mean by in so many ways? Like my own phone. I mean, there is this website I'm into, especially that Pinterest. There is an update there, daily. And also another way that I'm updated. I'm in many groups. As a graphic designer, you're supposed to have this organization that you are. Updates is coming there every day. Understand? So as a graphic designer, some people will be like, me, me and my own boss now. Let me go and open my own community. But you will not even like to join another people's community to be gaining knowledge there. Understand? That person will just be on his own community, and that person will not even be looking for updates or knowledge. So like how I get updated is that I mean like my boss, people that train, I learned so many things from their hands. They have communities and I'm in the community. Understand? And also online. Like if you enter Facebook, if even if you enter Instagram, if you enter Pinterest, if you enter TikTok, there is this communities, like especially Facebook. If you enter Facebook, you see thousands of graphic design communities. Understand? So you have to choose the ones that are active, the ones that normally drop messages steady. Understand? So that's how I normally got it updated. Understand? I will see new designs. I will be like, Omo, I've never seen this kind of design before. Understand?
Okay, okay, okay. Yes, that's very powerful. Okay, so I have a question here from my very best friend. So we have been having an argument recently because according to them, AI is becoming the new deal. AI is becoming the new everything. Do you think AI can replace your job?
At all, I would say no. Capital no. Understand? Okay, let me explain. That time AI of a thing came out, especially that picture aspect of a own. Are you hearing me? Especially that
Yes, I
picture
am.
aspect of it. I'm a photographer, so I even use it to make money. Then that AI creating pictures for people, people will be paying me. But I just discovered something that it's not the AI will not be the same as your main picture real life. Understand? You see people doing birthday. Like, okay, see now. Let me say you are traveling. You are going to USA or abroad, and they ask for your visa. You cannot go and get AI to do your passport. You cannot use AI to do your passport. They will decline it. Understand? So AI cannot take as a graphic designer. AI cannot even take your work. As a photographer, AI cannot even take your work. Understand? Because it's not that real. It's not that real. It's not that real. So it can't. AI can't. No matter what, the word today, AI this, AI that. No, it can't take our work.
It's the confidence for me. Okay, so now let's bring it down to Nigeria, our country. Let's bring it down to our country. How can we survive in the business this at this particular season? Because now our country is in a very wonderful state, right? At this season. So
Yeah.
what is how are you doing it? How are you doing it? How are you surviving? How are you thriving in this season? What is the update? Share the updates with us.
Honestly, I have to bring God inside of this. Understand? I have to bring God inside of this. The Bible says, "I'll bless the work of your hands." I'll bless the work of. So see all these things happening in Nigeria now. I'll more specify things that I'm not even feeling it. I'm not even feeling it, honestly. Okay, let me say for the past 2 weeks now, I've been staying at home and I've been working. I will stay like this. You will see phone call, enter WhatsApp, you see messages, TG, I need this, I need that. And you run it. Okay, see my laptop here. I've been working since morning. Understand? So in this thing happening in this country now, you just have to hope in God and always pray. Understand? Always pray. Tell God, look at the works of your hands. You will go and meet men, people that you even don't know. They will come to you. Understand? And also you for or you also you should not stop posting your work. Maybe any social media that you are into. Always post your work. Tell people what you do. Make people know that this is what you do. Understand? And just believe me, work will be coming. God never fail his people. Honestly, God never fail his people. So that is it.
Okay, so I love so far. Well, kind of actually getting to the end of this your session now, but I've loved every single thing you've said. Like I've learned a lot. Okay, but one last question. One last question. So
Yeah.
how as a graphic designer in the as a chief in the digital industry, in what other ways are you using graphic design to impact society?
Oh wow, 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 wow. Okay. Like let me say now, honestly, I use it to so many things in so many ways. In so many ways. Like I normally look for ways to use it to, to make people know that uh that they as in how would I put it? How would I put it? Okay, see now, let me say this because I normally do this kind of thing whereby I'll make some designs, put some write up that whereby if somebody that is trying to give up read those things that I did in that prior that design, that person will be like, wow, this is cool. Understand? So I use it in so many ways. I use it in so many ways. Or especially let me say new mode. Whenever we want to enter new mode, I normally make this design. I will look for the write up that I'll do. If anybody that sees it, the person will be like, wow, 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 I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged. Understand? So in so many ways, honestly.
Okay, that is very powerful. That's wonderful. So thank you very much. I'm very grateful. I'm very honored. You have no idea how happy I and excited I am. Like all this is wisdom. Like you're an epitome of wisdom walking on two legs.
I'm very not God.
So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. So we're going to take it to the next
So
session with
so thanks,
Ebenezer
thanks again.
in the next few minutes.
All right. No problem.
Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that. Like, it was super inspiring, super insightful. Trust me. You know, there's one thing I understand about every single thing that concerns the digital space is the fact that you can never get enough. You can never get enough of creativity. You can never get enough of the ideas. You can never get enough of the problem solving. You know, there are problems all around us, and it's our responsibility and our duty to solve them. So I just need to use as a medium to encourage each and every one of you. Your skill is not just for you to make money. Wherever you see problems that can help your community locally and globally, take it step by step, little by little, and before you know it, it will impact your world. It will change your atmosphere. It will change your environment. So we're going to go into this other. Let me just highlight something about the digital field. Okay. So we're highlighting things about the digital economy and the fact that it is a big deal. The digital business economy is a big deal, and how you can grow. So growth is a step-by-step process. Growth is little by little. I remember as I was growing in my career as a web designer, I have been doing web design for 7 years of my life. Okay, I have been doing web design for 7 years of my life, and I could remember as I began, as I started, even till now, sometimes I feel unfulfilled because I'm not seeing the kind of result I want to see. But guess one thing I was taught that growth is a gradual process, growth is steadily, growth is little by little, and eventually, with time, you just realize that you've grown. And I want to use it as an advice. All of you should take this advice. Take this advice. Don't be under this oppression of you're not fulfilled. People are doing things without you. They are going ahead. They're behind. No, listen attentively. Wherever you are, no matter how little you are, no matter how little you began, no matter how large, an individual somewhere is envying where you are right now. I had an issue where I used to feel so bad with myself because I had not made it, I had not become the best, I had not been recognized. But guess what? I realized that people used to adore what I do. Like they envy me. They used to the at my own level, I won't think that I'm a big deal. But there are other people that think I am a big. There are other individuals that think I am a hot shot, and it's shocking. Like it's a really shocking thing. So don't be too hard on yourself when you're not seeing the kind of results you want. Trust me, that is life, and it's a process. Okay, life is a process. It is step by step. So the time whenever you don't see the results you want to have the way you want to see it, trust me, it's room for you to keep pushing harder, to keep refining yourself until you become the desired be person, until you reach that desired height or that desired destination. Okay. So under the aspects of growth, I also want to highlight the fact that you need people to grow. You cannot grow by yourself. Growing by yourself is impossible. I've never seen anybody do it. The plants need the sun, the plants need the rain, the plants need the soil, and the plants need us, the humans. We, as individuals in our industry, as independent entrepreneurs, web designers, graphic designers, photographers, videographers, cinematographers, whatever we're doing, we need people, we need communities, we need criticisms, we need literally every component. Why? Because it aids in refurbishing us, it aids in furnishing and refining our work to be able to deliver 100%. Because without these things, we're only going to be revolving around one element, which is ourselves, which is totally wrong. The world does not revolve around you. So whatever you have to offer should not revolve around you. It shouldn't. You should channel all that energy, you should channel all that into other aspects, into individuals, investing in yourself, investing in your environment, investing in society, investing in communities. And by doing that, you're making a name for yourself. How growing is not about listen to this, you are what you eat. You are what you eat. You are what you consume. You are what you behold. Whatever comes out of you is an evidence of what you keep looking at, what you're consistently and constantly consuming. That's why I tell people feed your feed, your social media feed, your Instagram feed, your Facebook feed, your Twitter feed, your YouTube feed feeds you. It affects who you are and what you have to offer indirectly. As much as it seems crazy, it's 100% true. That's why I am an advocate of the fact that your feed, your Instagram feed, your social media feed should be balanced. It should be a balanced diet. It should be what? A balanced diet. The balanced diet in the sense that you should have vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates. You should have a variety of everything, a variety of different content. We're in a generation or a state of the digital world now where comedy is one thing that is rampant. I'm not against comedy, but there is one thing I want to know. Too much of consuming one thing is bad. Too much of carbohydrates leads to what? Too much of too much of like everything just has its own effects. Too much of sugars has diabetes. Too much of food itself, gluttony, you can get sick. So what do? You are careful and intentional about the things that feed you. You sometimes you starve yourself of food, you starve yourself of social media and interact with what? The environment, interact with the atmosphere, interact with new things. And to buttress this point, I am in the music industry. If there's one thing we've learned in the music industry is the fact that sometimes when we want to come up with a big bang, we need to separate ourselves from whatever is happening in the world. That's why before we release a new album or a new single, we take 5 months off, 5 months off the phone, 5 months off the toxic environment, and then take a vacation. Just stretch back and relax and refill, meditate, and then bring out something new. That is the same with you as a creative, as an individual, as an industry expert, as someone as in business, as an entrepreneur. That should be the same thing that happens with you. So when you have a little bit of comedy on your social media feed, motivational content on social media feed, whatever variety of positive, impactful things, you are highly, you are on the high side of being productive in your work, of delivering good content, of delivering good work, of standing out in your industry, of standing out wherever you are and growing. If you feed yourself the wrong things, your growth will be stunted. Feed yourself the right things, it's like voila, your growth skyrockets. And then there are other components to growing fast, to growing. When we talk about plants, we have things like fertilizers, manure, and all those, etc., etc., and even different species of plants. All these things, when it comes to the individual, are super important in the sense that you need mentors, you need help, you need criticism, you need different flavors that will spice your growth. You even need bad experiences. Yeah, you need bad experiences that will teach you lessons. You learn from other experiences. That is why a conference like this is being organized. So I'm sure that you're getting a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge, a lot. So tell your friends to come in. Tell them to come in, share this link, and get them involved. Get them in this video, get them in this live stream, get them here, because you can't afford to miss all the knowledge that is going on currently. And then finally, I'm also on the side of saying that in growth is important when you have friends, people around you, yes. But I believe that you should have your own values. You should have things you stand for. You should have goals. You should have, because if you don't have goals, you cannot be productive. And productivity is an agent of growth. Yeah. So if you don't have goals, if you don't have something you're chasing after, you would not, and I mean, if I not even not, you would never get anywhere. So you need to have clear and concise points that push you to become who you need to be and who you want to be. From goals to values to systems to motivating factors to experiences, so that it will put you on the right track to focus. So we're going to turn into the next version of this now, highlighting the fact that the industry, the digital business, is something that everybody should take seriously. So business on its own is, normally it's you saying that, oh, okay, I want to start making money. I have this idea. I want to go into business, and you wake up and just carry your brand name, have a logo, and all that. But I want to also point out something that it's wrong, because I've been seeing a lot of things recently. I've seen a lot of individuals that are in digital business and slash are entrepreneurs, but the only thing they have is just a brand. There's nothing, there's no foundation, nothing backs up that brand. There is no money that comes in or goes out. The only thing they have is just packaging and aesthetics, logo, content, social media, blah 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 blah. They don't have a strong system, a physical system that gets them work and that gets puts their work out there. And that is 100% wrong. It is, I won't advise it. I won't advise it. What I can advise you in your digital business is the fact that whatever you do online, do 100 times more of it offline, because the digital space is just a shadow of what is physically. Yeah. So as much as you're utilizing online communities, utilize offline communities 100 more times. Are you with me? Exactly. So one other thing I also want to highlight is aesthetics. As I began my web design career, I was taught something. Don't portray yourself, have a good packaging, yes, have packaging, but don't portray yourself beyond what you are already. Some people, their portfolios on LinkedIn, they are the CEOs, they're the presidents, they're the founders, they're every single thing at once, even though they're still one person. The whole organization, the whole dream revolves around them. Don't portray yourself beyond what you are. I know you have big dreams, but let it be clear to everyone that is working with you that you're beginning small. And as you are expanding in your growth, let it also be clear to the audience that is working with you that you are expanding. Don't give a vision of multi expansion when you're still one person, a one person business, a one person brand. You are the CEO, the CFO, the COO, the founder, the social media manager, the deliverer, the everything. It's all you, and it's highly inefficient. It's wrong. It's like it's an error, a very big error. So, guys, we're going to be heading into the next session now. We have highlighted this, and then we're going to have the highlights of my new book, Worldwide Web Design, come up very, very soon. And we're going to have the next speaker, Ebenezer Nyarko, come in. But let me give a highlight of something I need to tell each and every one of you. So, I am the creator of this movement, hashtag 21 Days of Code, right? And hashtag 21 Days of Code is a 21 days training challenge for techpreneurs, tech people, programmers, developers, creators. And so far, for this since this year, we have been doing the web design cohort, the web design training. We have done three, we have done four web design cohorts so far, and I'm very excited. And I'm going to use medium to announce that we are beginning hashtag 21 days of code, the web design training October and November cohorts. Yeah, so as this soon as this webinar is done and over, we're going to have registration open. We're going to have registration open for the webinar and for the cohorts, the web design training cohort. It's just at the cost of 10,000 naira and your equivalents in other currencies. We've had international students from Nepal, we've had students from Ghana, students from Luxembourg, all over the world. We've had international students join the cohort, and trust me, it's an amazing place to be. It's an amazing community of designers to be in, and trust me, you love to be part of it. So, see you in the next session in a few minutes.